Bonsoir, good evening. Mon nom est Giovanna Borazzi, je suis conservatrice en architecture contemporaine au CCA. Alors, je vous souhaite la bienvenue à cette soirée organisée dans le cadre de l'exposition qu'on a ouverte hier soir, Perspectives de vie à Londres et à Tokyo, imaginée par Stephen Taylor et Ryue Nishizawa, Some Ideas on Living on London and Tokyo by Stephen Taylor and Ryue Nishizawa. C'est avec grand plaisir. C'est avec grand plaisir que nous accueillons ce soir M. Ryue Nishizawa. Comme vous aurez eu la possibilité de découvrir à travers l'exposition, le travail de Ryue Nishizawa apporte plusieurs idées et contribue grandement à nouvelles réflexions dans l'architecture contemporaine, donnant-nous plusieurs idées pour imaginer les villes futures d'une nouvelle façon. La thématique de notre expo, qui se concentre sur les projets résidentiels, représente seulement partiellement le travail de Nishizawa. Et je sais que Ryue ira nous montrer aussi de nouveaux projets qui est en train de développer et aussi des projets à échelle avec des fonctions différentes de celles résidentielles. Ryue Nishizawa is founding partner with Kazuyo Sejima of Sana, established in 1995, and he has maintained a parallel independent office since 1997, Office of Ryue Nishizawa. And the work that we show in our exhibition is the one developed by the Office of Ryue Nishizawa. Sana is recognized for international institutional projects such as Solverein School of Management and Design in Essen, Germany, the Museum of Contemporary Art in Kanazawa, the Toledo Museum of Art Glass Pavilion in Toledo, Ohio, and most recently the new Museum of Contemporary Art in New York City. Nishizawa independent practice is focused primarily on projects in Japan that develop new models for urban living, as we could experience in our show, but also larger and institutional projects of museum and university buildings. He holds a master's degree in architecture from Yokohama National University in Tokyo and has been a visiting professor at Harvard Graduate School of Design, Princeton University, University of Southern California, and Yokohama National University, and others. He has received numerous awards, including the Kunst Prize Berlin in 2007 et a Golden Lion at the Venice Biennale in 2004. La conférence de Ryue Nishizawa va être en anglais et une période de questions va suivre et vous pourriez les poser en anglais, en français, en japonais parce qu'avec nous on a M. Tsunoda qui va nous aider avec la traduction dans toutes les plusieurs langues. Demain, à la même heure, on aura le plaisir de présenter la conférence de Stephen Taylor et on aura la possibilité de découvrir une autre approche aux problématiques urbaines. So, please join me in welcoming Mr. Ryue Nishizawa.
Good evening. My name is Ryue Nishizawa, an architect working in Tokyo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting me to such a wonderful exhibition and lecture today. I joined this exhibition as a office of Ryue Nishizawa, but actually I have two different offices. One, as she described, I have my own office, which is called the Office of Ryue Nishizawa, for my own work. And I also have another office, collaboration office, with Kazuyo Sejima, who is a female architect, Japanese architect, called the Sana office. I established the Sana office in 1997 or something, basically to join the international competition. And the way to manage the project by me is like doing foreign project by Sana office and doing domestic project, a small project by my own office. And today I brought projects, a few, maybe I think 7 or 8 projects done by Nishizawa office and the Sana office. And I would like to explain first, starting from Nishizawa office project, and then I would like to move to the Sana project. Can you turn off the light? This is the first project that I can show today. This is the museum, small museum project located in Naoshima Island in the Japan Sea in Japan. As you see, there are very beautiful atmosphere here. And this island, Naoshima Island, is very well known with art activity. They already have a few museums which is very active on this island. And the museum people came to my office to ask to make another museum, which is very small, like 2,000 square meter or something. And they brought a program which sounds very interesting to me. Like what they told me is that they just want to exhibit 2 art pieces done by 2 different artists who are alive, and they are not the people who passed away. They are kind of contemporary artists. And another thing they said is that they want to exhibit these 2 art pieces in one room. This sounds to me a little bit very special, because I understand that through my experience working on the museum project, I understand that almost all the contemporary artists who live today want to exhibit their art piece alone. They don't want to stay with somebody else. So the idea to keep their privacy. So the idea by museum having just one room to have 2 art pieces done by different artists sounds very special to me. But anyway, I started to study what kind of one room can be nice. Next, please. This is the idea, the initial diagram that I drew. And the idea is creating one room by the, organic carving envelope. And this looks like water drops. This is the idea to use the shape of water drops. And this, next. And this is entrance. This must be like kind of sticking out, but all the other things going around all the way to envelope the space. I thought this is one of the best way to create very one-room feeling. Okay. This is the computer graphic image drew looking from the side. Now I'm thinking about using concrete shell structure to span this very long, like 75 meter or something. Normally, shell structure need to go very high, like to keep this kind of proportion, to keep good proportion like this. But in this case, one of the things I try is flying very low, as low as possible, and long, to have the space which goes like horizontal way, horizontal direction. Next. This is the initial sketch I drew at the very beginning of this project. The idea is like creating the space which looks like atmosphere for the art pieces you see the floor, the edge of floor, but there is no wall and there is no ceiling. Everything continue as a kind of backdrop. And this is the structure section I did the next phase. You see how the thin construction flying above the pieces. Next, please. This is the, now I'm working on the construction drawing phase, and this is the one which I made recently. You see how the concrete things come up to enclose the space. This is the floor, and this is the, how do you say, enclosure. And I made a few openings to provide the daylight. This is the from looking from above. And this is another property, another site on the same island. Construction people start making one-to-one scale mock-up to see how the construction can be done. This is one of the very small portion of the construction, and the construction is gonna start. I think the end of this year. They wanna pour the entire concrete all at once. So they wanna pour the concrete in winter, which is very cold season. So construction is gonna start this autumn. This is the next project, which is called Moriyama House project. This is the one that I exhibit. Now I'm exhibiting this gallery. And project site is this one. This is the property that Mr. Moriyama, owner, was born and grew up here. And the program that he wanted to have is Moriyama's house, owner's house, and several very small apartment units for rent by the young people. And they asked me to make the project here. As you see, this property is relatively bigger than all the others. And first, the very beginning, I have been studying on the one volume project, like one volume options, like this one. But I found out that this become very big because his site is bigger than neighbors. So I felt it's not so super nice to have a very big volume to break the community feeling. And this is the model that finally I reached. The idea is breaking up the entire program into several pieces and spread these over the entire site, like this way. And this have a few nice advantage. And this gave the project a few advantages. One of them is that all the residents can have their own exclusive patio to allow them to enjoy not only inside but also outside. And another thing which sounds nice to me is that all the units doesn't have to be the same shape, because they are independent construction and they don't have to be the same with the neighbors. I felt that this is kind of nice idea for the project that many people live together. This is the photo taken from the sky, and you see how this is bigger than the others, but I split these, so maybe you see how this becomes small comparing to the others. And this is a kind of old residential area in Tokyo, and people around Moriyama-san knows each other, and I felt that the kind of old community feeling still remain here. And the people are living like open way, using street or garden for their life. So I became like this kind of feeling. So this is the idea for me to try to have some relation, continuity between the urban fabric and the project. And this is the completion taken looking from the side. Japanese people often love to have like a fence to enclose their property, but this project there's no fence to define their property. Anybody living this area can get in and out. And I did, one thing I did is that doing soil finish for the ground to allow them to put plantation. And I think this is a very nice idea, because people start using the garden, which is very small, but and even cats or bird come here to do something. I think this is a very having soil in the very artificial city like Tokyo is I thought it's a nice idea. And this is one of the unit where the young female architect is now living here. And this is her patio. She has 2 patios here and another one on the rooftop. And this is the opposite direction, looking opposite direction from the previous photo. This is her room, and she has her own patio here with her furniture and trees. And this tree is I did this one, and this is the property for another neighbors. Right. This is the dining kitchen for Mr. Moriyama, owner here. It's very transparent. And this is the photo taken from neighboring, with almost everything you can see. And this is a main room for Mr. Moriyama, which is a little bit opaque. And these are connected by the glass corridor. And he has his mother's trees here and there. And this is his patio. And there is a very small independent bathroom here, and very narrow path. And you see the public path, street here on the other side of the site. This is one of the biggest garden for him. He has a very small room, but the garden is very big, and he started doing like a garden thing for the herb or something. And one of the important idea is each volume has different shape and different size, but these different boxes trying to create kind of landscape for their life. And I put very big windows to open the boxes to have more intimate relation with inside and outside. And the Moriyama House project has been completed, I think, 3 years before. And this one is the next project that I did. I completed. Completion was the last year. And this is a private house for female artists living in the center of the city. And this is the property. very long in south-north way, and she has a wooden neighboring wooden house on the east and the west, which is close, very close each other. And in Japan, it's very important to get direct daylight for all the rooms. So one of the things which I did is like line up the room this way, and keeping some gap between them, like this, to get daylight, direct daylight into all the rooms. Even the most northern part rooms can have direct daylight coming from the south. This is Japan is very humid, and this is very important for the Japanese house. And as you see, all the room dimension of the rooms is defined in different way, and these room has independent shape and connected each other to create the one room feeling. This is one of the roof. Each room are divided by the transparent things, and basically these look like kind of independent, but these are same time connected, continued. And one of the idea is making a house like garden. So like the feeling of the garden you can have even in the house. And I put the washing machine here, and drainage here, and flower plantation here, just beside the living room, to have like a semi-indoor, outdoor feeling for the rooms. And another thing is that I did, how to say, movable roof. They can open up the roof to change the atmosphere inside. This is basically this is the living room, but once you open up the roof, this becomes very patio feeling. And by shifting these boxes, is very small, tiny patio happen here and there, and this space inside and outside looks continue. This is the entrance access. And basically, all the room is one stories construction to allow them to have a very free dimension for their rooms. And this is dining kitchen, which is very tall, to have windows opening to different direction. This is a bathroom which is very open. This is neighbors. Almost everything. Look, you can see it. Next. But you can close the rooms when you want to take shower or bath. But I felt that the bathroom people are doing very many things in the bathroom. Not only taking shower, but also like doing cosmetic things or brushing your teeth or something. You stay very long in the bathroom. So I thought bathroom must be designed as a one kind of living room, which is comfortable to stay. So this is like a living room with a bathtub. But you can close up this, but when you don't use this, I think this you can enjoy the daylight, bright feeling like a living room. So one of the important concepts for this house is having 5 different living rooms with different facility, and these are connected, keeping some independent feeling and continued feeling. And this concept tell her that you can stay anywhere you want. All the rooms, I wanna make all the rooms very comfortable to stay. See, some of the part is another floor here, but basically all the boxes is one story. This is a photo showing how the space look like when all the things is opened up. Once you open up this, air start moving like wind, and you hear the bird singing outside, or you also can hear the traffic sound. And this room become very semi-indoor outdoor space. And Tokyo has very beautiful spring and autumn, and summer is very hot, but it's okay to stay if you open. And winter doesn't go so extremely cold, so I would say we have a very beautiful four seasons. So I think this is kind of nice idea to have a very, very four seasons house in Tokyo. This is looking from the small patio. And these are like divided, kind of divided, but you can feel the transparent feeling continuing from the north to the south. Hi. This is another project which I completed this April in Aomori Prefecture, which is very north of Japan. The idea is, this idea is kind of the idea which I took over from the Moriyama House, having different independent pavilion for different art pieces, artists, because museum people decided to have commission work. Almost more than 19% of art pieces that they have is commission works, that they don't change, art pieces. All the art pieces stays forever. So I thought it's nice to have all the rooms to be independent, to define the like dimension things, opening things according to the art condition. And these are kind of independent pavilion, but they are connected by the glass corridor. This is construction they are now making. This is the photo the last December. And Jim Lambie is doing, basically each room, some of the room has their own program, such as a ticket office or cafe or library, but I want to make all of them exhibition look like exhibition room. This room has a ticket office and ticket counter, but this room is basically for him. And there are some rooms which need to be enclosed, and there are some rooms which can be open. I put very open rooms just in front of the city, on the street, and people walking on the street can see what's happening in the museum. And also people in the museum can feel the city feeling when they move from the room to next. And the art piece define the ceiling height or position of the windows. This is something different way of making museum. But this is one of the important concepts for me. Art define the shape of the museum. This is Michael Ling rooms, which is very open to the big cross corner. You see almost everything in the city. And people can come and visit and enjoy the reading book or having coffee here. And these are all connected by the glass corridor. Like this, people can see the street while walking in the street, walking in the corridor. And by splitting these, many patio happen between boxes, and these are used for the event or for the exhibition space for the artist. Like this, there are some small art pieces, which is funny. This is construction, creating like a landscape feeling for the museum. This is looking from the side, and this is a street, and this is a project. This is next project done for Toledo, Ohio, United States. This is Toledo town and the big street here, and there is an existing museum here called the Toledo Museum of Art, this one. And they are famous with the glass art collection. And they decided to build very small pavilion, mainly exhibiting their glass art pieces, their collection. And we, together with the museum people, start looking for the best property for the pavilion. And finally, we found here, this is parking garage. This is very beautiful green, which to be preserved. And they have a parking garage behind the parking plot, behind the green. And I felt that this is okay to demolish. So we decided the site here for the small pavilion, and this is one of the important idea to me, having a building very low as possible to avoid disturb the beautiful green. So green goes very big, and the building goes very low as possible. And this is the very initial diagram that I made, very beginning of the phase. The idea is wrapping each program by the transparent glass wall. And this is the multi-purpose room, so I wrapped up like this way with this mono curve. And here is, they have entrance opening to different direction. And these are located very far away, but from program viewpoint, these are kind of the same. So I wrapped these two rooms by this kind of complicated curved shape. And this way, this way gives some in-between space between each rooms. So we decided to use this in-between space for the buffer zone to modify to manage different climate situation required in the rooms. This is a hot shop. They have oven to show the process of the glass making. So this has become very hot, this room. And the foyer is a kind of normal temperature. And do you think this is working? And the exhibition room, this is very, how to say, strict in temperature and humidity. So many very different climate situation happen in one room, one building. So I thought it's nice to have kind of a climate disconnection between rooms, keeping some transparent feeling. Next. This is a computer graphic image that I made the very beginning. Like people walking in the building can feel the beautiful green around the building. Construction. And this tells the location, idea, concept of the building location, arrangement. Building to go very low and the trees goes very high to have a kind of contrast. And this is cafe just situated just next to foyer, and there's a hot shop behind there. They all can be seeing each other. Hot shop looking from outside. This is a glass foyer having a hot shop on the right and the exhibition room on the left. Thank you. This is nice. Oh, nice. Very nice. Thank you. This is a hot shop. This is almost like theater. They have program showing. This is kind of show to present the procedure of the glass making, and they have seating here. When they do big show, they can use foyer for the extra seating. And this is the exhibition room. You see, maybe you see how the carving wall come closer and expand again beyond with the glass collection, which is exhibited like this way. This is multi-purpose room enclosed by the mono-carved walls. People come here and use this room for lecture, party, or dinner, or something. And I made another landscape to wrap the building. This is a facade detail and multi-purpose room, and there are a few patio inside the building to provide daylight. The building is basically transparent, but the glass reflection creates kind of mixture mixed with program and the landscape. This tells the one of the ideas which I wanted to create, having a very small pavilion feeling floating in the beautiful green garden, and which is open, very open to the people living in this town. This is another project. This is a house, private house project. Now I'm working on in Europe. But it's not urban situation, kind of, but kind of like nature. It's not nature, but this area has very many beautiful green. And the client came to our office asking to make a very big garden with a house. This sounds very interesting to me. Normally people come to me to ask, please make a house with a garden. But in this case, they said, please make a garden with a house. So I thought I must do something different. So I studied a lot, and finally what I reached finally is mixed garden part and house part. Like this is the house, having small rooms, like kind of split, and this wall, curving wall, stick in to have like how to say mixture situation between them. They have a room, garden. This kind of repetition happen in their project. Another thing which I want to do is doing acrylic. This is not glass wall. This is acrylic wall to support the roof. This is like not only enclosure but also working as a structure to support the entire weight of the building. Here you see there is nothing opacity inside the building. You can see room and gardens like repeat and mixed all the way in the house. This is a 1:2 scale mock-up. This is the guy working for my office, and this is like a 1:2 scale, so it's a little bit difficult to get in. for American people, but this is like 1.5 meter, but in real scale, this is going to be 3 meter. You see how the acrylic walls goes like organic way to have a garden stick in towards the rooms, and one of the living rooms stick out to get in the garden. And we also put a few patios here to make room and garden more like mixture in organic way. Now I'm working on the design phase. This is the exhibition show done in León, in Spain. And now this has moved to Sao Paulo. Now this is a kind of a traveling exhibition going around Europe and Brazil. This is the last project I can show today. This is a university project, a student center for the university in Lausanne, Switzerland. This is a university campus. They have very wonderful location, having a beautiful lake just front, and Alpine mountain and beyond. And this is a parking area. This became the project site for student center. A student center is a kind of a complex program made of many public programs such as library, cafe, exhibition room, and restaurant, and student office, and so on. These programs are basically all open to the student and the faculty people and region people. And the site is here, very front of the campus. And this is our project. Idea is having very big one room for these different programs. And all the programs stays in one room, but these are kind of divided by the patio put in the building like this. These patios create a space for each program. Another thing which we did is give the shape, this kind of shape. The building fly from here to reach to the very higher, to reach to second upper level to get the view to the lake and coming back again to the ground. And this is one-story building, but this has like three-dimensional movement in the height. And this way create the open space under the building. Next. To allow people to come, to access to the center of the building. This is outside, and the building flying above. And this is the diagram for the circulation. People, normally all the building must have entrance at the edge, but in this case, like a building is flying, the people can come directly to come to the center. So we put the entrance in the middle of the project. Next. And the people can get in, and they can take their own way to go to different program. Next. And this is a very simple sectional diagram that I made at the competition phase, trying to tell how the people at here can see the lake. Even people who are sitting very deep in the building can see the lake view through the patio. This kind of movement allow them to have this kind of view to the lake. And this is a structure diagram showing multiple layering of the flat mat and floor and the roof. This is the one very big model. This is the student. This is very big, like going more than 10 meters or something. You see how the roof, floor and the roof going this way, keeping parallel relation. Basically, ceiling height is all the same, but the position and level is getting different. This is the map showing entire program arrangement, and this line is the contour line to show the different height. They have slope here. They have staircase here, and they also have bus traffic for the wheelchair people. This is like a mountain. They have many different ways to go up and go down. And this is entrance situation with a big patio. People can get in here, and they can take the slope to come up here to reach to the. This is a restaurant. And there are so many different geographical shapes in the building. And this kind of hill divide the program here and there. We have a library on the other side, but you can hear something, but you don't see. This kind of shape divide the space. And this is how the lake and mountain can look. And the floor, you see floor and the roof going together to go up and come down again. And this is kind of landscape project more than architecture, I think. Trying to create landscape feeling happening, very different landscape happening in the building. This is a research collection program with a bookshop, which is very heavy. And we decided to have these heavy things just right on the ground. And this is a seating corner for the reading, which is light, nice, and okay to have on the shell structure. And this is the biggest patio for the library here and the restaurant here. Construction has started last year, and this is a formwork for the concrete for the slab. And this is one of the small hill that you can stand here and you can see the beautiful lake and the mountains here. And they start pouring concrete and reinforcement here. The reinforcement construction and the patio here. I think this is this is the last photo. Can you go? 次、あ、ちょっと今の元に戻ってくれますか? This is, I think, now the last month we succeeded to pour the concrete for this small shell, and we have another part which needs to be completed during the summer, and construction is going to be completed next year. I think this is everything. Thank you very much for hearing.